What's up, guys? It's Jeremy
and Carrie.
Ask Us Show. We got a good one today, guys. We're talking about yo-yo, not what you think. I'm a constant yo-yo dieter. I really want to stop the cycle. What do I do? Carrie.
Woo! Good one. This can, man, there's so many yo-yos out there, if we say that right. So this could be, man, dieting for 2 weeks and falling off the wagon and saying, screw it. Or it can be 1 year, on point, lose 10 to 15 pounds, feeling really strong. And the next year, gain 10 to 15. So up and down, no matter what you're doing. And then my first comment is diet. Diet somewhere. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going off a diet. I'm going on a diet. I'm going off a diet. My first thing is acknowledge that the word diet is the food that you put in your mouth. We're all on a diet. We have a diet. We eat it, whether it's a junk food diet, whether it's a health food diet, which is the food we eat. Diet, that's what the word means. So don't get locked into going on and off a diet. Jeremy, your 2 cents.
I think it always comes back to like lifestyle and quantifying what that experience is with your lifestyle and what you're eating. And so like a yo-yo diet, I'm really, for myself personally, like I have maybe what would be considered a yo-yo lifestyle. Like if I go like, oh, I'm doing endurance training. Oh, I'm doing strength training. Oh, I'm doing endurance training. So you're like, well, that's nothing. It's like psychologically, I think it impacts us all in the same way, but different. And so it's about finding what best works for you and sticking with it and working yourself to your end goal and what you're wanting to do by building the lifestyle that you want. And I think that we can take a lot of different routes as long as we're moving to, a healthy lifestyle that's balanced for us. That 80-20 life, if that's what you're living, or a 90-10 life, if that's what you're living. So it can all play into that, and so you can find a balance. But a 80-20 to a 20-80 life, that can start to cause a lot of emotional, mental health issues, just with the hormonal response from the sugars and the fats and all that. So it's about, I think, getting that dialed and finding how you can consistently work. But I think a lot of the yo-yo diets also come from creating strong boundaries. I think a lot of things is like what I will and won't do, and like what are my non-negotiables. How do I build those into my life to stop the yo-yo diet? Like I will not do this and I will do that, and I will allow for this, I won't allow that, and what you will tolerate will persist. And so I think sitting down with a piece of paper and writing down what your non-negotiables are will help you to start building borders around what it is and who it is and how it is that you want to be. I've been dealing with that, like for me, like drinking alcohol. Now I've come like at my age, like in 39 years, once I got my Whoop band, I stopped drinking from like maybe 10 times a year down to like 3 to 5 times a year, because I saw the impact that it had on my body. And now I'm at that point in my adult life where the idea of drinking is a lot greater than the actual activity of drinking. And so for me, now I know I'm in the last stages of no longer drinking anymore, because I've pinpointed where I am in that journey in my 39 years of life and how it impacts my social engagements, which I'm now at a point comfortable with myself that I don't need alcohol to be in a social setting if other people are drinking, not because it's right or wrong, because it's not what I prefer. And so we're all different in finding those, but it's identifying, creating awareness, setting up borders, and moving ourselves to a healthy balance of that 80-20. And then I say, like, if I'm going to ratchet it up, I would say I'm in a 90-10 right now with my diet, because I'm like training, I'm doing the Murph, I have some focal points, and I might ratchet back down to 80, but right now the 90-10 is really working well for me. And I always know that when I yin yang, if you go from a 80-20 to a 20-80, the thought and the idea of being in a 20-80 is so distasteful to me that I won't even go there. And so, and it's more about my ideal experience in my life and how I want to experience the next day. And I know if I eat ice cream on Friday night, if I drink on Saturday night, my Monday, my performance will be less quality, and I prefer quality over those few experiences. So it's a lot about that. I think we learned that, Carrie, from Tony Robbins about leverage and leveraging in our mind's eye what that experience and how it will be impacted by maybe that yo-yo of the dieting thing. So I think what you said is like capturing that, what we want our lifestyle to be, and then how are we going to weekly, monthly, yearly inch towards that versus the diet type of concept.
I'm wondering how many of you guys actually know what 80-20 means.
Yeah, 80-20 is definitely a liftoff and a lifestyle like conversation about how we eat 80% on track and where we modify for 20% that would be off track. Carrie has probably good examples of what that could be and how you could fit that into your life.
Well, yeah, and so just bring that up because some of you are like, 80% of the time eating healthy and well. Does that mean today 80% of my nutrition is on point and 20% is having maybe a chocolate square? So maybe that's a part of my plan that I'm going to eat really good because I know in the evening I like my chocolate square. So that with that might, just eating just the chocolate square might be more like a 90-10. So, or tonight, because it's a birthday in our home, then today I'm going to eat really well, and tonight we're going to go have a burger at Shake Shack, and I'm going to get the burger and eat the bread. And so that's going to be an 80-20. Does it make it more 20% because it's a bigger, full, you know, splurge with some fries and maybe a couple sips of shake? I know if I drink the whole shake, it'll make me feel bad, kind of like what Jeremy said. And I'm not willing to feel terrible to just drink the shake in that moment that tastes really yummy, but I am willing to take 2 drinks of my boy's shake because it's so tasty and good, but that's all I need. So you're coming in, does that sound 80-20 to you?
Yeah, I think absolutely.
You know, and then you can look at your full week. 80% of my week is going to be on point, well nutrition, eating all the good healthy foods that I know make me feel healthy and strong. And throughout the week, 20% of that time, I might have a glass of wine, 1 chocolate square, or in the evening. And then maybe this weekend I actually have 1 meal because we love to eat Mexican food. We go and eat La Mancha, and I have some chips and salsa and kind of splurge there a little bit. So keep that in mind as you're dissecting this yo-yo 80-20 that we're talking about. Liftoff Nutrition has a plan. It's called a lifestyle plan. We meet you where you're at, knowing that we have some goals we're trying to achieve. We bring that all together. You're with a coach, we monitor that. And so we help you in this journey of figuring out what is your lifestyle so that you can live healthy, strong, and fit for the rest of your life and take care of yourself so we don't have to go see the doctors. We do it with food and our way. So, anything you want to add, Jeremy?
No, we want to eat good, feel good. All right, guys, thanks for the questions. We'll be back next week. Live your best life. Let's go.